to welcome to Boxing Media Hub, proudly in partnership with Falcon Contracting and Jam's Boxing Chat. And with me now, I've got a special guest, my brother, one of many, Gideon Antwi. How you doing, Gideon?
Well, thank you. Thank you for having me on this today. Thank you for having me. I'm well. How are you?
Yeah, no, honestly, really good, mate. As I say, before we came on, it's just a blessing to get up in the morning. Not everyone has that opportunity. So, yeah, we enjoy the moment.
Yeah, 100%. Definitely do, man.
No,
Definitely do. Give thanks in everything we do.
100%, 100%. But yeah, it's honestly a pleasure to have you on. I realised how much of a unit you are when I was stood beside you, and I thought this guy has clearly been gifted with some height, and he's took most of mine. So honestly, what a debut! But we'll get into it. We got people in the chat already. Big up Joel and Gideon, and Laurel Lambert with a gold medal there.
Yeah.
Someone you know?
Yeah. That's a personal chef there.
Oh well, there you go, mate. There you go. And evening,
all
Joel
the gains
and Gideon.
Come from from the chicken
What's
that she's
that?
been feeding me. I said all the gains and the power and the punches come from the chicken that she's been making me.
Thank you for Laurel's chicken. There we go. Yeah. So where did it all start? You know, we know where we're at now, but when did it all begin for you, Gideon?
It's crazy, man, because I can have you here for hours and it all started. Cool. So it's funny because I actually had a dream before I was boxing. I had a dream that I was in the industrial estate area. I was walking with a silhouette beside me, and in my dream it was actually martial art doing. I think it was karate, some sort of kung fu I was doing in my dream. So I was walking there, and then I woke up, and then we fast forward years later. I met the man I called father today, which is called Benjamin Miller. He took me on as his protege as a boxer. And when he took me to my first gym, it was exactly how it was in my dream. Like I was walking to the gym, industrial estate area. It was obviously a big silhouette in my dream, but I was him. He was a big man. And yeah, man, we walked into muscle-based gym, and it was exactly how I had it in my dream. But where it actually started was I was 24 stone before I started boxing. I was a very big boy, and I managed to get down to about 18 stone.
Wow.
With a friend, a friend that helped me, and that was within like 8 months. It was quite quick, and it's funny because I remember he wanted to go on treadmill, and I was like, no, I'm not going treadmill, man. It's too hard. I was shying away from it, and he's like, oh, just do like 5 minutes. So I jumped on. I did 5 minutes. It was nothing. Then I came back like 2 days later, 5 minutes and 10 minutes, 10 minutes and 15 minutes, and before you know it, weight just started flying off me. And then he told me to come to his boxing gym down a place called Victoria Road where I live. So I went there, started boxing. I used to enjoy it. Even before I started boxing, I used to like boxing. I used to like watching it, but I never took that step to actually start. And it's funny because I remember I had a fight with a boy on my road, with a pair of boxing gloves. I think that's what kind of initiated it. From that step, I was about, I couldn't have been, I think I was like 12 years old, 12, 13 years old. And that kind of initiated it. I remember going inside to my mum as well, and she was like, oh, I'll go to bed because I'm having fights on the road, whatever. But then from there, I was like, wow, like boxing is actually something that I could pursue. But I never knew how to go about with it. So fast forward now, when I met this man, Obi, took me to the gym. So I went to his gym, Victoria Road, and I was doing the youth club sessions, doing the boxing. And then the next week came now, and I was like, oh, this is hard, man. Like, it's harder than I thought. Do I really want to go? So I must have been staying at home watching YouTube boxing, watching Mike Tyson as you do. And I'm getting a phone call from one of my friends. And he's like, oh, my dad's call, my uncle's calling you. Where are you? I'm like, oh, I'm not coming today. He's like, oh, you need to come down, man. I'm like, yeah, I'll come next week. So next week came, I went there, and now the coach wasn't there. I thought, but I stayed anyway. I started training, and his brother came to coach us, and he was kind of mesmerized, saying about like I move quite fast for someone that's quite very big. I was like, I don't know, it's got to give a talent, but it's something we got to work on to maintain. So fast forward. He came back from he went Jamaica. Finally, he went Jamaica. He came back and he said, "Oh, Giz, do you still want to box?" And I was like, "Yeah." So he's like, "Yeah, okay, cool. Give me 2-3 weeks. We'll meet up." And then we met up, and that's when we went to the gym that I had in my dream. And then from there, the rest is history. ABA champion, Tri-Nation champion.
That's yeah. What a journey! What a journey! And as you say, just to come from the weight you were down to the 18 stone, that's a journey in itself before you've even begun. Do you know what I mean? That's you know, and then the fact that you lost all that weight, and then you just thought, oh, do you know what? I'll give a pass next week. I'm thinking, but you've done the hard work. Do you know what I mean? You've done the hardest bit.
And the funniest thing is, my brother, my oldest brother, he came to me saying, because he wanted me to get into boxing. My mom never wanted me to box. She used to call me champion, heavyweight champion when I was a big boy, but never wanted me to box. She'd say, oh, when you hit them, they'll go down. Boom. That was like a little thing she said to me all the time. And so my older brother, my mum passed away sadly when I was 16. God rest her soul. So my older brother came to me like, oh, I'm gonna find you a boxing coach. So the night he came to me saying, I've got your boxing coach, I said, oh, don't matter, I've got a coach. But that's when I went to that boxing gym down the road from me. And I was like, yeah, I found a coach. So it's like everything just started falling into its place, and everything that needed to happen happened at the right time, I believe. Because even at the time where my mum passed, I was in a place where like I was kind of lost, didn't know what to do, where to go, how to do things. But obviously, I had good mentors around me, like my older sister. And then just then, when I met the boxing coach, which is Benjamin Miller, who I call father today, he's the best mentor because he changed my path. My whole trajectory just changed because of him. So I stopped hanging around with the wrong people. I stopped doing silly things and wasting time on the roads. And I just started doing everything right.
Yeah, and as you say, I bet mum's looking down now, proud as anything, mate. You know, look at what you've achieved. And, you know, I think as we know, in your darkest hour, it's time to choose a path, isn't it? And you know, to have those right people fall into place. She's obviously helped guide people in the right direction, mate. Because you know, she's
thanks for life every time. Because she's definitely done something.
Yeah. In you know, there's always a light in a dark place, and you've certainly found it. And what a start! I was lucky to be there on your pro debut night. And it was a tough night's work as well, Gideon. You didn't pick an easy guy to go in against. Let's be honest.
We didn't choose no one that can just curl over and you know what I mean, hit the canvas. We really wanted to put on a show and show people that I'm the real deal. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, because I think the wins that guy had were stoppages. So it's not like you were going in against a guy that's, you know, he's going to box you. He's going to make things difficult, smother you. This guy was hitting you hard. You know, I got covered in someone's sweat from one of you two. But I think it was Christian, wasn't it? But God, that guy could whack. But as a pro debut, what a baptism of fire almost to go into and get stuck in, and what a promotion as well to be a part of.
Yeah, I mean, Nielsen Boxing promotion is very good promotion, especially being my debut. That was could ask any better. Yeah.
And I bet
we had commentators as well, which is what I love. I love when there's commentators. I remember a lot of my championships when there's commentators. I'm like, like I want to really put in performance like that. I want to go back and look at. I mean, I listen to what they said.
So you've obviously gone back since and had a look at it. What did you make of your debut?
So I know it's not my best performance, but I'm grateful for it. I did fight I fought very flat-footed. I'm normally on my toes and bopping around and making them miss and bam, 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 making them miss, bam. But obviously everything's a learning process. I learn from this, and next one I'll carry myself better and bring a better performance. But it was very good. I see that there's certain things in there that I was doing naturally that I've been training on in the gym and doing as an amateur that were just coming like that. I'm looking back and I'm saying, wow, like was that me? Like I don't remember doing that combination, but it happened. Do you know what I mean? So everything's like second nature. It just kicks into gear on its own, which is what we want.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing, isn't it? Sometimes we think, oh, this is my best asset. I'll use this. And as you say, the stuff you've been working on in the gym has just naturally built its way into what you're doing. And you kind of don't really think about that. You know, you're thinking about, I think especially on your debut, your stoppage. A lot of people always look at the big guys to get the job done. And, you know, and that's what they want to see. But actually, boxing wise, I thought you boxed really well that night for a guy that was really difficult, because he was a difficult operator. He was in your face. He never left you alone. He didn't give you a chance to sort of come on the front foot. He was always trying to pin you back. And especially when he knew going into that last round that he had to do something. You just took it. You counter punch well. You say your feet were flat footed, but I think, you know, you adjusted. You adjust to what the other guy's doing, don't you? And
I've learned over the years, that I'm very adaptable. So whoever's in front of me, I can adapt to what their style is and overcome.
Yeah, you could see it in your debut. And as I say, your mum's going to be proud as anything, mate. Proud as anything. Honestly. And just to give a mention to your dad, how hench is that guy? It is ridiculous. I had to give a shout out to your dad, because when I came over, and as I just said to you just now, when I spoke to him, I thought he was your brother. So that's probably the biggest compliment to your dad as well.
I have a feeling young again, isn't it?
Oh, mate, he's re-round the clock several times by the looks of it. He looked amazing. But
he still listens to me. When I'm in the gym, he's in the gym too, pushing weights and all that. You know what I mean? He's boxing as well now and again. So yeah, he likes to keep himself fit.
100%, 100%. But what's next for you, Gideon? When are you hoping to get out again?
Yeah, so we should be out again in December the 6th, or December the 6th, they've told us. It'll be announced very soon. So yeah, that'll be a good one before the end of the year.
Is that going to be Nielsen Boxing again? Because I know they've got one on the 6th, haven't they?
Yeah, Nielsen Boxing again.
Friday night, I think it is.
Friday night, that's the one.
Yeah, I'm hoping to be there.
Sweet, yeah.
It's because I spoke to Laura Payne. I know she's obviously got her title fight coming up that night as well. Yeah. So, as I say, cracking times ahead for you, mate. I know you only fought on the 5th. And he said, have you got another one lined up, says Jam. So, hopefully 6th of December. Laurel's just laughing in the chat. So she's obviously happy. She's well said, Joel. But great times ahead for Gideon. And
thank you.
Honestly, the journey you've been on already, and we've only seen one pro fight, just shows the sort of guy you are, the dedication you've got, the perseverance you've got, especially with dealing with loss and difficulty already at a young age as well. I wish you all the best, Gideon, and I think you're one of those guys that's going to be a real role model for people coming through into the sport, that they can look to you and think, do you know what? You know, Gideon's had a rough ride, he's had a tough time, but look at him now. You know, he's turned a corner. And
so funny, as boxers, we don't think about becoming role models or becoming like teachers for people. We just want to go out there, train, and box and put on a show. But obviously, this is what it comes with. And doing that is something that I would like to do as well, because just like myself, growing up, I didn't have at the start, I didn't have a good role model or someone that I could look to. But getting to a certain age, like 18, 19, is where I started to think, okay, wow, I used to be my brother-in-law a lot, and I see things. I used to be with my coach. I used to see things, and it's taught me a lot. And I know that life lessons are the best teacher. What you go through, you got to grow through. Do you know what I mean? Time really builds character. So I would like to show people my story, let them know where I've come from, and they can do the same. Like, it's hard, but anything worth it is going to be hard. Do you know what I mean? Anything worth keeping is going to be hard. So there's always a light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah, you got to work hard, haven't you?
Yeah, man, you got to work hard. Like, boxing demands so much from you, so much.
Yeah.
Those times where I'm running on the road and I see my friends, they're getting ready to go out to a party, and I'm just like, oh yeah. But they like, the thing about me as well, like a lot of my people, they respect me and they see what I do, and they'll leave me alone because they know that I'm trying to get somewhere. So they rather not contact me. They see me, they're rather like, carry on. So stuff like that, man. Like,
No, honestly,
you got to really love the journey you're on. Love the journey.
Yeah, as you say, you've got to be in love with it. There's no hot and cold. You've literally got to be hot on boxing. You've got to want to do it. You've got to want to push through those pain barriers. You want to get the best out of yourself, because there's no like oh yeah, you know, I like you were at the start, as you probably look back at. Oh, I'll do it
Exactly.
this week. I won't do it
Listen,
next week. There's none
nah,
of that anymore.
2 feet in. Listen, it's 2 feet in. Otherwise, you're
That's
gonna get
it.
found out.
That's it, mate. Snorkel on, in you go. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It
exactly.
is how it is, mate.
Exactly. I like
But
that,
yeah,
man.
Jam said, I'm really looking forward to watching your boxing journey. Wishing you all the best from Jam.
I appreciate you, Jem.
And yeah, before we go, obviously, massive heavyweight contest coming up in December. Usyk Fury, the rematch, number 2. How do you see this one going? It's a tough one, isn't it?
Boy, it's tough. It's tough. The first one obviously was a tough pill to swallow, but it's the game. It's the name of the game, innit? What were your thoughts on it?
Ah, see, I know what you do. That doesn't work on this show, Gideon. Do you know what? If I was to pick one, I just think Usyk knows how to adapt. He is the heavyweight that knows, isn't he? He just seems to know how to switch up when he needs to and to find a different game plan, find a different route. He can switch easy. He makes it look easy, and I think that's really difficult to do. But it's beautiful to watch him, innit? He's got the full package. But
Listen, he
Fury,
was a great. Sorry, go on. Sorry, finish. Sorry.
it depends what Fury you get.
Yeah.
It depends what Fury you get. If you get the Fury that came in against Wilder in the second fight, that's a different Fury, a different man. But
yeah, different man.
Has it been taken from him now, having the loss? This is going to be.
They fought 3 times, and that takes a lot out of a boxer. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like 3 elite fights. Just like when Ali and Fraser went back to back. Like it takes a lot out of you. After that, they weren't the same.
Yeah. And 3 very different fights. Do you know what I mean? They weren't.
Yeah.
The first one was a real test of mental strength. The second one, he came out, he bullied him, and he literally bullied him. I didn't think anyone would do that to Wilder. And then in the third one, I don't know, they just hit a wall against each other, and it was incredible, wasn't it?
Yeah, man. It was a great.
But Usyk's different. Usyk's different.
Different cloth.
Yeah, Hawkan saying Usyk wins on unanimous decision this time. So, but you can't sit on the fence, Gideon. You can't sit on the fence.
With me. So you see me, I see Tyson Fury as one of the greatest of our time. Yeah, our time. He's one of the greatest. Definitely, I put him at the top. But Usyk, I'm rooting for Usyk because he's a short heavyweight, just like myself, that shows people the name of the game, which is box, hit and not get hit, and do it as a heavyweight. Like, what more can you ask for? Do you know what I mean? He was a great amateur.
Yeah.
And not all great amateurs are good pros, but clearly he was, because he went from cruiserweight and you unified the division, went up to heavyweight, and beat one of our greatest. So with me, I feel like Usyk still got it. Usyk, it depends. Like I said, it depends what Fury we get. If Fury's training as hard as he did against when he fought Wilder, even the same Fury that fought Vladimir Klitschko, then definitely I think Fury. But right now, yeah, I'm with Usyk in this one.
See, I knew you were a good man. I knew you were a good man. But yeah, let's see. Time will tell. Yeah. It's not too far away now. But honestly, Gideon, it's been a pleasure having you on and meet you in person. And hopefully we get to have a chat in December. And yeah, honestly, absolute pleasure, and love to the family as well. And as I say, Mum's going to be very, very proud, my friend. You've got
thanks for having me as well. I appreciate
honestly,
it.
Absolute pleasure, mate. And yeah, keep doing what you're doing and stay in touch. And we'll have a catch up soon.
Definitely.
Take care, won't you? God bless. Take care, mate.
Take care.